Hey y'all, it's Tammy with Collard Valley Cooks. I am back in the kitchen today and I am going to throw together a sweet potato souffle. Mama called them sweet potato souffles and most people call them sweet potato casseroles. Mine has a pecan topping that is out of this world. It is so delicious. I have company coming today, so I'm cooking this morning. It is good to see everybody. All right, we're going to shake up this evaporated milk and pop it open right quick. And we're going to put this together. I'm going to go over here and get me a little measuring cup. And we're going to start making this delicious sweet potato souffle. Good morning. Hey, I hope everybody can hear me. If for some reason you can't, let me know. You're going to start with a half stick of butter, which is a 1/4 cup, in your mixer. And I have steamed my sweet potatoes. If you steam them, they're just absolutely beautiful and orange. Let me get them drained a little bit and I'll show them to y'all. And you got to kind of hurry or they'll turn brown. I wasn't going to do this live, so they're a little browner than they should be, but not a lot. But steaming them makes them so pretty. And it's super easy. All right, we're going to mix this up, the butter and the sweet potatoes. I thought we were. I think so. They're good. There it goes. Got to really push this thing down. There it goes. Okay. I'm going to bring y'all up close and let y'all watch, okay? So that's our sweet potatoes. Now we're going to put in a cup of sugar. I didn't have that out, y'all. Sorry about that. There's about 5 or 6 large sweet potatoes. I don't even remember how many I cut up, to tell you the truth. But you're going to need a good many of them. At least 3 or 4 cups, okay? So we're going to mix up this sugar in here. It's a cup of sugar and 1/4 stick of margarine. You're going to use 2 eggs. And mine are little pullet eggs from my new chickens, so we're going to crack 1 more. It is a souffle, so you do want it to puff up and be pretty while it's baking. And the eggs do that. Now you're going to add a 1/2 cup of evaporated milk. And I know some of y'all are at church this morning or you're going to church, and I understand that. And if it's inconvenient, just know that you can replay this when you get home. A 1/2 cup of evaporated milk, not sweetened condensed, just evaporated, okay? Now we're going to use, this is a little bit of cinnamon. It's only a 1/4 teaspoon. And most people want to put more in there, but I'm going to tell you, this is the perfect blend, trust me. You can still taste the sweet potatoes, and you can taste the cinnamon, and boy, is it good. Now we're going to use a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I told y'all about me some good extract. This is Madagascar bourbon vanilla. Gotta get something good for the holidays. So you can see that. I think the picture's kind of backwards on y'all. All right, I think that's everything. This recipe, let's make sure. This recipe is in our Volume 1 cookbook, and these are on sale right now, so you might want to grab them while they're on a good sale. That's Volume 1, and it has large print. All of our recipes are in large print, quality paper, all made in the United States. And so we got our sugar, we got our potatoes, our margarine, our eggs, evaporated milk, vanilla, and cinnamon. It's done. Now we just got to mix up our topping. So let me bring the stuff over here to do our topping, and we're going to mix it up. I don't know if this is going to be big enough. This is not something I usually cook it in. I'm going to have to wait and see what I think. So for our topping, I'm going to use a blending fork, a bowl. It's like pecan pie. Brown sugar, pecans, and a little bit of flour. And this, let's see. I'm going to bring you over here and let you watch me do this part. So good to see everybody. I know it's early. All right. So I'm making green beans over here behind me. Okay, for the topping, you're going to do a half stick of room temperature butter. Ooh. I always keep my butter dishes, my little chicken. This is one of those little chickens. Hen and egg, hen on the eggs. And I love keeping my butter in it. So many of us have stuff like that and we never use it. Okay, so you got your butter. You're going to do a cup of brown sugar. There's our brown sugar. You're going to do an 1/8 cup of self-rising flour. You don't want it to be too much because you want it to be kind of like pecan pie on the top. It's really what it is. Pretty much you just don't use Karo syrup. All right, and then a cup of pecans. Now, I'm going to do the pecans after I blend this together with my blending fork. Get this butter in there good. Chris is in a fishing tournament today, so he's fishing. We had to do it on Sunday because we celebrated May's birthday yesterday. He can do the tournament on Saturday or Sunday, but since we celebrated her birthday yesterday, and that was what day the kids could come, he's doing his tournament today. He don't normally fish on a Sunday. I hope he catches a good fish. I wish he would win for a change. He usually comes in second. He hardly ever gets first place. I'm not sure how much he talks about that on his fishing channel. All right. Now we're going to add the pecans, a whole cup. I don't know what I did. Oh, here it is in the brown sugar. Cup. We're going to mix this up. This is what makes it even better. This is my mama's recipe, so it's been in the family for a long time. And every time I make this, people go wild over it. I even made this when we were in a cooking competition. It was so good. And I love the pecan topping compared to marshmallows and the oatmeal and all that stuff. This is my favorite. If you've never tried it, I encourage you to. I think you'll love it if you like pecan pie. All right, we're going to put this together. Let's just see how much of this I got before I decide what I'm going to put it in. I think it'll fit in there. I think. I got some extra, I'll put it in a little one and make me a little one in the air fryer. So we're going to spray this with some cooking spray. And I'm not going to be able to show y'all the final product because we're live. And it takes a while for this to cook. Let's see, I've got 45 minutes on it. So let me turn my oven on. I ain't got my oven on. I'm on the ball though this morning. Okay, I always spray my casserole dish. And then I put my sweet potatoes in. Now I'll turn it around and so I can see what I'm doing. It's hard to go backwards and do something. So y'all just give me a minute to scrape it good. You don't want to waste it. I have a pie that I make with this same recipe and put pecans on the top. So if you don't want to make a whole casserole, you can make the pie recipe that I have. I think it may be in volume 4. I can look before we hang up. All right. So there we have that part. Now, when you make a sweet potato souffle, let me say this. You do want it to get done, real good and done on there. And so it's going to fluff up and kind of crack along the edges. You're going to want the middle to rise as well before you take it out of the oven. The whole thing needs to set all the way across, not just around the edges. So it may take longer to bake. You just never know. It's according to how deep you make it. It's according to what you put it in. And so lots of times you can't exactly, when you're baking, go by the time amount, okay? So just keep that in mind, especially with sweet potatoes and pies and stuff. I'm just trying to get y'all over here where the thing is for a close-up view. Just a little bit up. Sorry, y'all, it's just taking me a minute. I don't have my man here. All right, here we go. So yesterday I filmed by myself, and today I'm filming by myself. And so I have to use the tripod and move it around when I'm live. If I were editing, I could just cut out the part where I changed the view. But I am feeding, and I'm having people over for dinner. I had my kids over last night. So I got so much going on, I just decided I would do this live and be done with it, not have to edit anything today. I was going to do a pumpkin cheesecake. So I'm still going to do that for y'all this week, I promise, okay? There you have it. Makes plenty of topping because I like a lot. Most recipes don't put enough on there, but mine does. All right. So what we're going to do now is, I look so red today. I don't know why I've been looking so red. All right, here's our volume 4. I'm going to look and see if that pie's in here. I think it is for y'all. Pies. Pumpkin pecan. It's the same thing as pumpkin pecan. You just use sweet potatoes instead of pumpkin. I may have the actual sweet potato one in a different book. I don't know if I have both of them or just one of them. It's hard to remember. I have so many pies. Volume 3 has sweet potato pecan. So they are a little different maybe. And that way, I'm hoarse today, you wouldn't have to make such a large casserole, okay? So we're going to get this in the oven and we're going to bake it at 350 degrees until it's set. And the way you know it's set is it's going to puff up like a souffle, and you're going to want the middle to rise equally with the sides. So you'll see the sides start to rise first, and then once that middle comes up and it's good and set, then you can take it out of the oven. All right, and I'm going to tell you, this is some of the best stuff you'll ever put in your mouth. I promise. Man, I got some good recipes. These are family recipes, these things, for sure. Y'all have a wonderful day. And let me see if there's anything. I could take a couple of questions since we're live today, and I can see the questions, but I can only see one question at a time. So the last question I see is, I made a pumpkin cheesecake. I would love to see how you do it. I am going to do one, I promise. I think they're delicious. Hey, Tammy. Franklin Gibson. Hey, Franklin. It's good to see you today. I had a lady yesterday. Her name was Martha. I can't remember her last name. I told her I'd give her a shout out the next time I was on. I had it wrote down on a piece of paper, and I don't have it down here with me. If you're on here, Martha, I'm giving you a shout out. What is a chiffon? Love you, Tammy. I have a chiffon pie in one of my cookbooks. Actually, I think it's in volume 1. A chiffon pie is made with egg whites, and it is not baked. So it does have uncooked eggs in it. That's what a chiffon pie is. If you just look it up, sure, you can Google it, and it'll explain it a little better than I just did. But that's what it is. It's a real light pie made with egg whites, so it's kind of fluffy. And you just refrigerate it, and you eat them raw. I had one, y'all, when I touch these, it's trying to hide them. Congratulations on your numbers of subs. I still think your videos are so good and helpful. I've been watching since 2020 when I discovered YouTube. Wonderful, Diane. Thank you so much. Love you too, Kim. I can't see everybody's comments, but love your kitchen decorations. Thank you. I've enjoyed, I try to get at least one new thing every year. And so far, I haven't gotten anything new that's fall this year that I can think of. I don't think I have, actually. But Lord knows I got enough, right? I hope y'all have a wonderful Sunday. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching Colored Valley Cooks, where I'm cooking Mama's sweet potato casserole. We miss Mama, but we can still eat her food. Isn't that nice? It's a